YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Little Petty checking in with you guys with a live stock market episode. Alright, you guys, it's been a while, so I figured I'd come back and drop a live video on YouTube, give you guys a little update. We're going to go ahead and talk about the stocks on my watch list. We're going to break these down so we can kind of see some trade ideas and see what we're really looking at going into the stock market for Friday and overall the trend that we're looking at. So sit back, stay tuned, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into this live stream. All right, so the first chart that we're looking at we're looking at the ESs, as you guys can see right here. So we have our zones mapped out. We did come down and we did push down to this zone right here, and we bought up the dip. So tomorrow I would expect possibly that we do get a bullish move up. If not, then we more than likely are going to hold this zone. So if we hold this zone, then that's going to be a dip buy for us to push up higher into next week. So that's kind of what we see right here on the ES. Nasdaq, same situation. So today we came down, we ended up buying this dip right here. Now we're gonna see if this is gonna basically hold. So this zone right here, we want this zone to hold right here, and then if we get a pullback, then we're gonna look to add right here. So tomorrow, if we gap up and we stay into this zone, then that's gonna give us some momentum to push to the upside. Russell, so the Russell has been very strong on most of the indices. So the Russell, they had a full-blown reversal. So this is setting up for them to pull back into this zone and push up higher. So we will be watching these zones that I have on my charts. VIX. So the VIX, they dropped down today. They came down. They were up over the sell-off. Let me go to the ES real quick and zoom into the shorter time frames. So yesterday we ended up selling off. We gapped up and then we basically pushed up today. So when the VIX, let's go back to this far chart. So with the VIX ended up shooting up basically, I don't know, $30, and then it basically pulled back. So we're watching these levels. The VIX is still up. When volatility comes down, volatility's still up. So expect big moves still in the stock market right now. All right, Amazon. So Amazon, we're actually in Amazon. We bought a debit spread today. So we actually bought some debit spreads up here, and we bought some down here. So we bought a debit spread today. We bought this dip type 2. I posted it on my Twitter. So this is a trade that we're gonna be looking to. We're gonna look to ride this one out. I'm bullish on Amazon stock. So they came down. They tested this type 2 area. They bounced up out of this zone. So tomorrow, and what kind of gave this trade off today was when we were hanging out down in these levels. You see these wicks, that means that the buyers are stepping up. So buyers were holding this up. The bears, they had control yesterday. It gapped down. So the gap down gave us an entry to buy the dip. So first thing in the morning, I ended up buying the dip, and then as you can see, it kind of grinded out, and the bears were getting tired. There was no follow through. So when there was no follow through, that pushed the momentum up to the upside. So I want to see Amazon really get above these levels tomorrow. We're going to be closing out our trade, though, probably first thing if we do get the gap up. So, but look for a continuation to the upside on this. If it does break this level, then we're going to come down and hit this zone, this 3,200 level. So, overall bullish on Amazon. Looking for it to get back up into this 350 level, 3,500 level, 3,450. And we can continue this uptrend up to all-time highs. Now CRM, this one has been a decent one. They had a rip up. They based out. As you guys can see, they came down. They based out right here. So this was a buy zone. It pushed up, and then if you go into I think this is the 1 hour chart zone, or that's a zone. It might be from a farther zone. Okay, so that zone's from over here. So we pushed up. Now we're coming back and testing this zone. So we came down. We hit this purple slowdown zone. and now we're bouncing up. So what I would like to see for this, if we wanted to play CRM, I would actually want to buy it in this zone, or if it gets above here, then we would want it to push up, pull back, and get a type 2 entry. I'm not really trying to chase this one on the way up, but so today would have been a good dip buy for a continuation. But if we get into this zone, so I'm actually going to set an alert right here, at or below, right there. So I kind of like this area, and then if this doesn't hold, then more than likely this zone right here will hold. Now D-Dog, we played this one. We played this one a couple days ago, around this area. We played this run up. So as you guys can see, D-Dog, they had their run up, they based out, they popped up, they had a little sideways action. So we took this zone right here, and then it pushed up, it pulled back into this zone. Today was a great day to play this. I didn't play this trade though. I played Amazon and Tesla. So we got the bounce out of the type 1, boom, up to the next zone. This could continue with some bullish momentum to the upside. This would have been a good dip buy right here though. So what you would want to do, you would want to see this one possibly pull back to this level right here, this 111.90. That might be your entry to go along. Now this one, if it gaps up, then it will probably gap up, pull back, and it might even hold some of these levels up here. So D-Dog, that's a good one. DKNG. So this one, it's actually playing out to the downside. I do like this one down here at this 42 level. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my alert. This 42 level, if we get above this zone, then we're gonna be bullish. So I have an alert set right here for us to get above this zone, but I don't like it right here in this middle part. So I would need to either see it come down to this level right here to buy, or get above here and pull back and then buy. FSLR. So this is a solar one. I ended up missing this one on this day. I didn't take the trade today. It came back and it tagged for my alert, but I didn't really like the trade. So but this is a good one too. This one is bullish. You see the uptrend. Yeah, so this one, I would say you would probably best thing would to try to possibly get back in here at this type 1 at the 81. But this one can take off. So these solar stocks have been ripping and roaring. All right, Fastly. So this one ended up coming down. We ended up actually, we rode this one up and we ended up locking it in, I think on like this day. And then we watched it, and then it tanked after hours. So that sucks. Like when you're swing trading, because most of my trades are swing trades, when you're trading volatile stocks like this, you know, this is what can happen. This can kill, you know, your whole position depending on how you're playing it. So, but today this was a good entry for an oversold bounce. They got the oversold bounce type 1 or type 2 bounced up to 95, and they got back in this zone. So what I see on Fastly, I see it coming. I think Fastly is going to come test this next zone, and then this will probably be a buy down here at 74. So I'll go ahead and set an alert at or below. And then if we get above this zone, I wouldn't be bullish on this stock till we possibly get back above 101. So I'll set an alert at or above. And then that'll continue this uptrend. But as you can see, this stock did pull back a few times. So this could be a good dip entry right here. So let's go ahead and move this over a little bit. Boom. Move this one over. Boom. All right, so we got Fastly. HLYN. This one has been a good stock. We rode this one up a little bit, and then we ended up playing a bounce. But yeah, so this one I'm not really too focused on. It is setting up for a good buy. As you can see, this zone down here is a good dip buy entry. We're in these zones right now, so this one is just a little bit more on the volatile side. I'm gonna wait to see if we get above this 33 level, then I'll be bullish on this stock. But until then, this one could pull back down to this level down here, or even see some resistance in this range right here at this 21, somewhere like in this level right there, that 21, 22 area. Net. So this has been a good one. I ended up missing this one down here. Me and my buddy were talking about it, but this one ripped up. This one's a little hot, so this one's still on my watch list. I do like it, but it's just very volatile. So I would either put my my position size smaller on this one and then ride out a debit spread or something like that, or possibly play shares. But this one I'm not really I missed the big move already, so it's more of kind of like a FOMO trade. So just kind of sitting on the sidelines with this one. This one is a hot stock though. It could catch some more momentum to the upside. All right, NVIDIA. I like NVIDIA. We've been watching this one run up. I still haven't seemed to find a good entry. Today was a decent entry for a bounce play, but we're still up here. So this one can break out to all-time highs coming soon. So just kind of on the radar with NVIDIA. This stock is uptrending. I do like it. I like it down here at this. You can see I have an alert set at 50 or 542. So if we could get down to this 542 level, or as if we base out and then maybe catch it a bounce off this trend line. So, but watch out for NVIDIA. This one could possibly break out to all-time highs sometime next week. All right, and then the famous Peloton. So Peloton, this one was good. We rode this one up from about 95 or about 100 to about 115 or so. And this one's just still been on a breakout bullish. So just watching these levels, this major trend line. Stock is hot right now. Eventually it's gonna pull back. So it's kind of just one of those ones. If you wanna keep trading the momentum, then look out for these levels down here for a pullback. This one can go run up to 150, 160. I would not be surprised. So we already went over the Qs. Run. Okay, this one we got from the mentorship program. I like this one. This one gave us a good entry today to buy. We didn't buy this one, but as you can see, it went from zone to zone. And maybe another pullback into here, and then you could ride this one from 64 up to 70. I think we challenged these this breakdown candle right here. So bullish above right here. As you can see, I have an alert set to make that run up here. If you can buy it back down in these levels, then I would take this dip play down here, even a type 2. That'd be great right here at the 61.45. All right, Shopify. So Shopify, this was a good entry today too, honestly. I've been watching this one. I wanted to run it up from it was 1050 to 1100. So they got the dip entry today on the gap down, and they bought it up. They went literally from zone to zone. So this was a good trade if anybody took this trade. If we gap up and then we pull back, that would be a good entry. If we gap down and we come test this level again, then I would more than likely be a buyer. Yeah, so I like Shopify. I definitely like Shopify. I need to set another alert. At or below. And then if we're above here, that's bullish. At or above 1100 is going to be bullish. So 1050 really up to 1130. That's the play right there. Snow. All right, so Snow, this one has been good. Still doesn't have that much price action, so it is showing that it is holding this level right here. This level right here was all buyers. They've been chopping around in this zone from 243 to 231. So sellers are still up here. They gave us a great dip entry buy today, and they hit my alerts today too. But there was so much going on today, I couldn't take all the trades. So, but yeah, they rocketed this one up. This one's known for pulling back on Friday, so it all depends on what the stock market does tomorrow. I do like a buy still down here at 231, and then ride it up to 256, or possibly even short up here until we can confirm that this there's not sellers going to be up here. So we have an alert set if we get above here into this zone, and then we'll set an alert right here if we get back in the lower end of this zone. SPY, Square. All right, Square has been it's been a good investment. So we're long on this. This is a good investment stock. This one's been ripping and running. They just gave us a dip buy today. So this morning was a great dip buy right at the bell. And that's the thing, when the stock market is gapping down and you have a bunch of bullish stocks, there's going to be those stocks that they're going to recover just as much. They're going to recover a lot faster than, say, like, I don't know, Microsoft or Disney. So as you can see, this one gapped down, but it didn't get that full recover. Square is very bullish, so this one got the gap down, full recover, and we'll even get into ZM later on in this one. It's the last one. So 10, this one has been good. This was probably a good type 1 entry dip buy. If the markets do pull back, I do like to see this one. I would like to grab this one at the 70 range. If we do get a major correction, then this level right here will be a good level to grab to. These zones. So I'm going to go ahead and set some alerts right here. And we'll set an alert right here. Alright, Tesla. So we're actually in Tesla. We have some debit spreads to play out. I'm very bullish on this stock. We got the gap up, or we got the gap down, then we rocketed up, and then we pulled back. We've been chopping in this zone. So we've been riding this one from this zone to this zone, and we're going to try to ride this one out from this zone to this zone. So dip buy is still 441, bullish above 457. If it comes down to 425, that's buying. 409 is buying with 3 hands. So TTD, this one finally pulled back. We've been rocking on this one up for a while. This one's been a good trade. This one topped out at $675 from $430. It made a straight run up, no pullbacks. This one was very crazy. So we finally got the pullback. We got the type 1 entry at 605. I was looking to buy this. I did buy this dip right here at 611, rode it up to here, sold it. Watch this played out, this downtrend. I was going to buy some yesterday, but said no, I'm going to wait. Came down here. I still think this one can pull back a little bit farther. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if this one keeps going. This one had price projections up to 750. So we'll see though. So I'm watching the price action on the trade desk. I have an alert set right here. If we get it back above this 625, that's bullish. We'll break out. We should break out at or above. But as you can see, we had a wick candle today. So let me go investigate that. Okay, so we had a gap down, push up, and then we came down, and then we ended up closing. Okay. So maybe a bear flag, we pull back. It's all gonna, this one's gonna depend on what the market does. But this one still rides without the market. Alright, Twilio. This one, we rode this one up from right here, this zone. We grabbed this zone on the first pop and we rode it up to, I think, right to this day. And we locked this one in. I was thinking about getting back in, but these stocks are kind of hot. I do see continuation. This gave a type 2 entry today. So we'll go ahead and make this yellow. Boom. Sellers are going to probably be up here. So just watching out for this one. This one does move a little bit slower. I do like this 305 entry for a nice dip buy. If we can pull back down to here, 305, that'll be a great dip buy. And then we can rock this one up. Upwork. I like this one too. Basing out at this level's right here. Yeah, so Upwork. Yeah, if we can get a dip buy down here at this 19. This one's not really one I trade. Actually invest in this one. I like this company. This is a good company. This one I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. This one was $5. I wouldn't be surprised. So I don't do this a lot on the channel, but I wouldn't be surprised for this stock to really take off. I would not be surprised for this stock to to get up in this level over here. So I'm gonna leave that box right there. I think Upwork is going up. And to back this one up, market cap so tiny. This market cap is so tiny compared to like ZM that's already blown up. See the difference? So Upwork has a lot of room to grow. I like Upwork. All right, Workhorse. So Workhorse, this one has been decent. This one was a nice dip buy. We rode this one up a little bit. This one got a little bit choppy, and I've kind of just said I'm okay with letting it do what it does. I still have my zones mapped out. I do like this dip buy down here. Yeah, these are the levels I'm waiting out for. So if we don't hold this $20 level, cut it. Get out of it. Wait for this $15 level. If we get down there, but I think this one still has a lot of growth potential. So I wouldn't be surprised for it to, come test this 2150 again, maybe this 2060, and then bounce back up to these $30 levels. That's just how Workhorse has been moving. See, up, down, hit these levels, respect the zones, chopped up, bounce back up. And I remember watching this one right here, and I was like, ooh, what we gonna do? We're gonna leave it alone. That's what we did. So kind of cool off Workhorse. This one is volatile. Can make some money on this one. So the XBI Biotech, as you can see, we made an all-time high just the other day. We pulled back. So we basically pulled back into this little area right here. So could zone that out, but not going to. So yeah, this one Biotech has been strong. So as long as Biotech is doing good, this thing's gonna keep going up. So, and I think this is dealing with the COVID and all that stuff. So dip buy down here. Yep, and that's Biotech. XLF major run up. So they got a nice dip. Is this after hours? No, that's not after hours. So XLF, they pulled back. Banks were reporting they got the bounce. So this was leading the market overall today, as you can see. XLV, they pulled back, had a semi bounce play, nothing too crazy. And Zoom. Last but not least, Zoom. So this one, I wanted to play this one. I was talking about it on Monday. I wanted to take the trade. I ended up not taking the trade. I'm in Amazon and I'm in Tesla. So I kind of just left it at that. I said I'm gonna ride these ones out, and that's basically what happened. So ZM, they had a type 1 today. This was a great entry for the dip buy. Gap down. They pulled back yesterday. Gap down. Take off like a bat out of hell. So ZM, pull back. Pull back to 512. That's a dip buy for me. At or below. Dip buy down here. They might not get it down that low, but obviously a strong dip buy down here at 494. So that is basically it. Those are the stocks that are on my watch list. The top stocks that I'm gonna be watching tomorrow. I'm gonna be watching Amazon. If we stay above this gap, this zone right here, then we should keep it rocking and rolling up to this next zone. Tesla, I'm in a Tesla play that expires tomorrow. I'm in one Tesla play that expires tomorrow. I'm actually down. I got the 455, 450s. So these ones, Tesla needs to close above this zone tomorrow. So if we can get out of this zone tomorrow, that'll be good. If not, I'll take the small loss, lock that one out. And yeah, so that is basically it. Let me go ahead and check on the markets real quick, see what we're looking like. So pulling a nice little pullback. So yeah, we should see what happens in the morning. Tech has been the weaker one. So yeah, if we pull back down to this level, this should be another dip buy entry. If we float around here, if we gap up, maybe a gap and pull back. But if we gap and go, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. I'm gonna be watching these charts and watching these zones, and I'm gonna be basing my trade off these levels. So that's it for this video. That's about 25 minutes, so that's a pretty long stream. So I'll check you guys out on the next one. And little petty